Welcome back to the U.S. Open 10 Ball Championship. Got a real good match here. I'm Jay Helfert, joined by Freddie Agner.
Hey Jay, we've got edgy Geronimo here versus Billy the Kid Thorpe. Edgy just stepped up. I don't even know if he got some warm-up going on here. But
He did not. He did not. He was a little bit late getting to the arena. I don't really know why.
I don't think he could figure out which table he was at.
Yeah, he thought he was playing in the arena there, and I
Sure.
saw him. He started walking to the arena. I said, no, Edgy, back there on the TV table.
Edgy Geronimo from the Philippines just finally made his way over here. We were talking about this earlier. He's no kid.
Yeah, he's 38 years old. He's been a journeyman player in the Philippines for many, many years, and he's only been coming to the United States for 2 or 3 years now. As you know, it's not so easy for these guys to get a visa to come over here.
It's not his first time playing the smaller tables. He has played the other events, but obviously he's mostly going to be playing big tables like many of these guys are. Billy Thorpe is in action on every kind of table possible.
And you got it right. He's in action. You notice it was interesting. Edgy broke with his hand on the table. He hasn't really...
he hasn't switched over yet?
Yeah, he hasn't switched over yet.
He will. The rest of them have. It's over 50% that have been shooting off the rail.
Look at these cluster of balls here.
Doesn't seem to care.
Well, the 4 and 5 is lined up nicely, and the
Right,
3 is
the
out
3
in the
goes.
open.
So
This is the key shot. Get down there on the 3 ball.
exactly.
Nice speed. I think he'll like it.
Well, he's got to clear this ball, doesn't he? Yeah.
He's okay. He can see the edge of it. That's all he needs. Even if he bumps that 6 ball, that 7 ball, I don't think it's going to hurt him.
Edgy's real first name is Rodrigo. I don't know in Fargo ratings if they have him down as Rodrigo or Edgy.
He's giving this one a little extra thought.
2 rails around to the center of the table. Oh, he's going to go all the way around the table. Gets caught up in the side rail and really got away with it, didn't he?
Yeah, he got real lucky there. He hit both points.
He hit that so hard it could have gone around the table 3 or 4 times. He's a brand new cloth.
I think he was going to run into some of those balls. He should be okay now. Well, I don't know.
He's getting loose here.
Famous last words, because he's got no shot at this 4 ball other than a safety. I don't think he wants to bank that ball cross side.
No. I say no, but we've seen a lot of banks on this table already.
This is what happens when you don't get a chance to warm up on the table.
Exactly.
Because this table definitely plays different than the ones outside.
Definitely. This one is brand new cloth. Under the lights. I'm not sure how much heat is that coming off these lights, but there's definitely a difference between this table and the other tables. You need to warm up on any table. He called the corner pocket. Sort of a 2-way shot, leaving length, but what's length here? I say 2-way shot except for...
Wow. That was some bank.
I don't think he needed too much warm-up, I guess.
Well, let's see. Here's a testy little shot right here, although...
Making it's not going to be the problem, really, this position. Do you draw it back, or are you just going to float forward for the 8 in the side?
He's going to shoot it in the side.
Or the corner.
Or the corner. Yeah, exactly. He's fine. All he wanted to do was get past it. A little bit of a scrambling run out here,
That's
but it
right.
might work.
It is a scramble, isn't it? 1-0. Edgy Geronimo.
He's won some tournaments on Oscar's Mez Tour.
Sure. Powerful player.
You know, it's a pretty strong regional tour. You get guys like Rodney Mika Vilmos, Oscar. You got to do something to win one of those events, and they get like 100-player fields.
Right.
These guys are both in the money. They're in the top 12 right now, 9th through 12th, guaranteed $600. So they got a little payday. This match is worth $900. Top prize in this tournament, $10,000, Freddie.
That's
10,
beautiful. That's
yeah.
amazing. Billy was on the stream last night with an epic comeback versus Torsten Homan. And he's had plenty of opportunity here. He's been on this table now practicing for about an hour. Here comes the standard break that we've been seeing off the head rail, a little bit to the side. We usually have the nice angle. 8-ball did not go in.
The cue ball.
Cue ball
It's
wants
trying
to
to
go
go in, but it won't. But it didn't. That's those deep set
Deep pockets.
slate. Yeah. But nothing down. I'm not sure if Edgy can even see the one ball. That's what he's looking at right now. John Lehman, our head referee, is
moving the magic rack out of the way. We're talking about this table being different than the others. It is set aside. This is the Predator Arena. Well, he's staring it down as if he can actually see this ball. Nope, he's pushing away.
out.
Where do you push
I
here?
think
You
he's
got to push
pushing out
that
for a
jump shot.
Yeah. I don't think Billy's going to take this shot.
Well,
this is a tricky jump shot because you got a lot of distance before you go over the 8-ball and the 2-ball.
And then you bounce off the table.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever you got an object ball you're jumping at that's close to the rail, there's always a danger of losing your cue ball. Yeah, Billy passed it back. We thought he would. Wait a second. Geronimo doesn't have a jump cue. He didn't bring one out. He's kicking.
He pushed to a kick shot.
This might be 2 rails kick. No, he kicked 1 rail across the ball.
But he's accidentally made a ball, and Billy can pass that back.
He could take it if he wanted, but he doesn't want it because, once again...
But, Jay, you know, you'll notice that kick, he was completely confident of 2-rail kicking slowly to have the 1 ball get behind the deuce.
Yeah, he hit it. He hit it pretty nicely. I mean, if that ball doesn't go in, he's got Billy hooked. He got a rail. Nice shot. You know, Billy. I think Billy should have got up there and taken a look. At that. Yeah. Why
like
pass that one back so quickly?
Looked like he just said, "Hey, you're hooked. I'm not going to shoot."
He's pulling out a jump cue. Yeah, he's pulling out a jump cue. Edgy made 2 good safeties in a row. Or 2 good kick shots, I'll say. You know, I got a different category for Filipino players. They can play anywhere. They can play on the floor. The Filipinos are the most adaptable pool players I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, any conditions. Well, you know, they're used to playing on adverse conditions over there.
Oh, no problem hitting it. And nope.
It's going to stick its nose out, but in a bad spot. This is a tricky little shot. I mean,
I don't
obviously
think there's a pocket here. I think this is a safety. You certainly don't cut it, do you? I wouldn't think anybody would.
There's only one way to do this, and that if you want to
Jump
go
it.
rail first.
Oh, rail first, sure.
And we just saw how good he is at going rail first. You think Edgy would try that? I don't think so. Yeah, he's gonna duck behind the 5 and 8. Watch.
Why not?
Wow.
Beautiful. Is there even a 1 rail kick? No. If there's no 1 rail kick, there's no 2 rail kick.
I'll tell you what, he's in jail here.
Is there a back and forth? No, it looks like he's a little bit of spin here. Spin kick.
Wow, what a hit. What a hit. Well, he gave up the equivalent of ball in hand. Edgy got the best of that little safety battle.
For sure.
That's his Tiger shirt. He's a member of that Tiger
team.
They're one of the sponsors of this CSI event. It's interesting to me that the members of the Tiger team are all Filipinos. It's Dennis Arcuyo, Warren Kiemko, and Edgy Geronimo. 3 pretty good players.
Pretty good players. I'm just amazed, you know, I'd never heard of Edgy Geronimo until everybody else did.
Oh, I had heard. Oh, what? Wait a second.
He just hooked himself.
No, I knew about him because I've been over there so many times. He was a noted money player. He played a lot of money games with other good players.
I don't remember seeing any YouTube videos. Did he hide from those, Jay? Because you see some of the other guys there that they've been talking about for the last 4 or 5 years.
I don't remember.
Of course,
But he didn't
you have
play,
the inside track. You're over there more than anybody.
Yeah, he didn't play much around Manila. You know where I saw him? In Davao.
That's where I was born.
Really?
Yeah. Davao City.
Well, he made a good
hit, but he's looking at the 3. Advantage, Billy.
Had a lot of innings in this game already. See, 10 ball on a small table is not run out, run out, run out. There's a lot of safeties that come into play.
Plus, Edgy didn't really warm up on the table, so he had no idea what the speed was like.
He'll figure it out fast.
He better.
I mean, these tables look like Cadillacs to him with the junkers that he plays on over there. You go over there sometimes and play when it's 100 degrees and you're playing out in the tent, and everything's sticky.
And they can still stroke it. That's just unbelievable. 5 ball is just a little bit tricky. He just has to navigate around the 9 ball.
He should be all right.
Should be all right.
I think he's got enough angle to get down, slide down for that 6 ball on the bottom rail.
Yeah, but he only has half a pocket to shoot this 5. He might actually play this 8 ball.
Look at this. You know, on the overhead, it doesn't look that good. And he's leaning down. He does not have a full pocket here.
Yeah, he put right in the face of the side pocket.
And as you can see, he had no angle.
Right.
He just had to stick that cue ball right there and accept this cut shot. He can make the cut shot. The problem is the cue ball is going to be running up table. It's very hard to control it for the 7 ball next.
Sure, and the 9 ball is going to be in play unless he decides to baby this, but that might be a disaster too. And he hits.
Well, he hit it the right way. Let's just say that.
Came out the good side.
It could have ended right up on the end, the middle of the end rail.
I'll predict he's out.
You're going out on a limb there,
Big
aren't you,
time,
Freddie?
Big time.
We're early in the match. It's a race to 10. The loser is eliminated from this 10-ball tournament, this U.S. Open 10-ball. The winner will play right back. We're playing down to the Final 4 tonight.
But they're all in the money now?
Yeah. Guaranteed. The loser hero gets $600. The winner moves up a notch to $900.
And up the ladder they go.
Yeah, now the match has become worth more money because the next match is worth $600. They move to $1,500, then $2,500, like that. So
1-1. Billy Thorpe gets one back.
long game there.
Yeah, and the mistake that Edgy made, I think, was just speed control. He got on top of the ball, had a draw, and slid it way too far behind a couple of balls. So, see how quickly he can adapt.
He threw that rack up there pretty quick. Not much playing around with it. A lot of these guys we see, they're fooling around with their fingers. They're moving balls around.
Looking and staring at gaps.
Yeah.
Edgy says, I just want to hit him. 5 in the side. I think he liked the rack.
Doesn't really have much with the one. He can
Nothing
see
straight.
the one ball, but really no pocket for it.
Seen a lot of banks here on these smaller tables. But I would think he's going to be playing safe. He does.
That's all he wanted to do. Nice soft touch there.
Which way you like here, Jay?
Just kick off the end rail. That's what he's going to do. That's the biggest ball going that way. He should hit this okay. He'd like to hit it on the near side.
His near side?
Yeah, his near side. Kind of like that.
And he's going to go into the pocket he called. Oh.
Very close.
Close.
Very close. We now know that these balls can go deep into that side pocket and not fall.
Way deep.
Edgy's got a problem here. You can't jump this ball, I don't think. It's just he's calling. He's kicking off the end rail, and the 4 ball is partially. He can only see the edge of the ball. I'll tell you what, this is going to take a pure hit. Wow.
He
Well,
hit,
he hit it.
he hit that so good, he hit the wrong side of the 1 ball. How did he get in there without hitting the 4?
I have no idea. I have no idea how he did that. It looked like he could only hit the top half of the ball. Well, he used some English. He used some left English to throw it out that way. Ball in hand. Whatever pool player wants to start with.
Sure. He actually looked at the combination first because the 1 ball doesn't go anywhere except for down here. The 2 ball is underneath him. And now you have all this traffic to negotiate.
Billy is the youngest player in this field, only 19 years old.
And we've seen him over half his life, I think, on the pool tables.
Well, I've seen him. He's been coming to Derby City for like 10 years with his dad.
Oh, he's no good here. Jump shot or kick shot. 3 balls hanging there, so he'll kick at it, but the 4 ball's up table.
That was careless position there because that was not a hard shot.
Well, you know, it's early in the match, and it was one of the tougher positions for him to play since the match started, but you're right. I think he should have had no problem really getting there.
Not the hardest kick shot, though. Look out, cue ball.
Well,
bye-bye. That's an early turning point in the match as far as I'm concerned, Freddie, because that should have been an easy run out.
It should have been an easy run out. He had ball in hand. He didn't really get past the second ball.
And I don't like the way he kicked that ball. He kicked at it so hard. I mean, you got to hit it firm, but he, like, zonked it.
Because if he made it, the cue ball is flying around.
That cue ball was going way too fast.
Would be interesting to see how he would have kicked it, because obviously he's shown that he's a expert kicker. Really should be out here.
Well, we've already seen him kick good on a couple safeties.
Do you like staying underneath this 8 ball? Or do you go around? He's got a hair of an angle here. Yeah, that's.
I like the way he did that.
Me too. And, you know, it's sneaky tricky.
He might just bump the 9 ball here. He didn't have to. That's fine.
Looks like it's going to be 2-1.
Big match coming up next, the hot seat match.
Two to one. Yep.
I didn't get the result of that match, Rodney Morris and John Mora.
I didn't either. We'll ask our stat team.
I went to look on the computer, and the computer was down, so I don't know.
Billy Thorpe from Dayton, Ohio. Got a couple people here from Ohio.
Edgy's from the Philippines. He's from Mindanao.
The Isle of Mindanao. I lived there for a couple of years, Jay.
Yeah, when you were a baby.
When I was a baby.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, we know Shane's playing for the hot seat.
Lost his cue ball.
Straight into the side pocket.
Right. You know what I normally see happening is if you're just off center, you go to the side pocket. But if you're off center by a lot, you're nowhere near the side pocket. So I'm not sure what the lesson there is. If you don't hit him so good, you may not scratch. If you hit him really good but not perfect, scratches in play. Ball in hand for Edgy again. Edgy's had ball in hand a lot on this match already, and it's only 2-1.
Yeah, it's been a little ragged so far.
Just a little bit. 4 to 5 looks tricky because the 9 ball is sitting right in the way. It feels like he should have been looking at that 4 ball a lot more than he did, which was nothing. He didn't look at it at all.
Well, I think he knows what he's got to do here, but he's got a small window, really, between the 8 and the 9 ball to get on the 5. He's He's doing some quick calculating.
Perfect. Hit the point, but really nice.
Pretty nice touch there. Reggie's got a really good feel for the table.
Oh, he's starting to get there. No problems here. At least there shouldn't be. Leave some kind of angle on the 8. On layout like this, Jay, do you like to play so that you're playing the 9 ball on the side, or go ahead and get straight on the 8 ball and play the 9 ball in the corner?
Probably in the side where it's hanging.
Where it's hanging, yeah.
Because, you know, if you want to shoot in the corner, you got to get straight on.
You got to get straight.
If you got a little bit of an angle, you got a problem. Yeah, he's just looking at where he wants to be. You can get almost anywhere above this 9 ball and you're all right.
As long as you don't get too cute. You know, some people try to get it so cute, then they scratch in the side pocket.
Or roll up behind the 10.
Behind the 10,
like right. You know, an interesting thing, I don't know if everybody knows this, you can't find a table this size in the Philippines.
No.
There are no 7-foot tables. Not anywhere. And every hotel, every bar, every major hotel, and every nightclub has pool tables, but they're all 9-footers.
9-footers.
So these guys never play on 7-foot tables. But, you know, if you spent your whole life playing on 9-foot tables, this kind of looks a little bit simpler. Of course, after they play on it a while, they find out that it's got its own set of complications.
Its own nuances. It's definitely a different game. But we're talking about professional caliber players. They can figure it out.
I've always thought it would be maybe a good commercial enterprise to introduce small tables in the Philippines, and I presented it to people I know over there. Nobody likes the idea. They said, nobody will play on a small table here.
Wow.
Yeah. You know why they first started putting them in bars and nightclubs in the United States? Just to save space.
Sure.
And it would make sense because they have lots of bars and nightclubs over there, too. They even have them in the lobby of many hotels.
Yeah.
So if you want a good business idea, Fred, there it is. Freddie. Yeah.
Well, the English 8-ball tables were already small. I've assumed they existed before our American 7-foot tables did.
Right. Sure, they've been playing that game a long time. The U.S. small tables, what we called bar tables, really started coming into play in the 1950s.
They come up short on
so
that
they've
one.
been around, 60, 70 years. Can he see the two? He can't even see the two.
No,
ball.
he came up. He came thick on the ball in the corner pocket, and he came up short.
You're right. He's having trouble adjusting to the speed on this table.
He's got his so his break stick breaks down to a jump cue.
Now this is a relatively normal jump shot, in that both balls are out in the middle of the table. The ball he's got to jump is kind of right in between.
Yeah, the cue ball's generally not going to fly off the table unless he really hacks at it.
Should have no trouble hitting the ball. Billy might be playing a billiard onto the 6-ball here.
Sure.
Yeah, he called it right away. Yeah, he can slide the cue ball over, make the 6. But he's got to turn that 2-ball loose. You can't hit this one too soft.
Right. Or else the 2-ball will be behind everything. So he hit it firm, but it ran right into the 8-ball.
He doesn't want that 8 to block him. And it did.
This looks like it's not. It's ball. The combination is not on from where I'm sitting.
I don't think you can even make it on. You know, if it was a little bit closer, you could throw it in, but I don't think you can throw that one in. Let's see.
Safe.
I'm not sure if Edgy can see the edge of the ball.
If Edgy can see the edge, apparently he can. It's close.
He's really kneeling down there and taking a good look at it.
Referee is right on top of it.
Got to be very careful with this shot.
Yeah,
oh, he's going to
just to kick at it.
This is probably the best way to go. Hit a little bit firm. Yeah, he left him a bank. I thought he would hit a little bit softer than that.
Yeah.
Billy's an excellent bank pool player.
My goodness. Well, he's from Dayton, Ohio, which is has.
It's kind of the heart of bank pool country.
Yes. Somewhere, I don't know if you. I think that you have Jason Miller there, and in the area was Gary Spathis, two of the top, I don't know, 10 bankers of all time or something like that. You know.
Probably.
And Billy had no problem. That was just another hanger, almost straight in shot for him. I think he just has enough of this 3-ball. Go forward 2 rails.
Well, if he rolls forward just past the 10-ball, he can shoot the 4 on the side. Yeah. That's all he's got to do. You want to go
no issue.
Yeah, take the simplest route if you can. So bring Billy back within one game. It kind of, I don't know about you, Freddie, but it kind of feels like they're still in that feeling out stage of the match.
It feels slow, right? Like nobody's heartbeat is up yet.
Yeah, they're kind of adjusting to each other. I know I've said it before. It's like two fighters when they feel each other out in the first 2 or 3 rounds. And this is like the first 2 or 3 rounds of this match.
Gets it to within 1.
It'll get, listen, once somebody gets halfway there to 5.
That 5, 6 area.
The match gets intense.
You know, we said it last night. This Billy he's the future of American pool. And Skyler,
23 years old.
How old is Justin Bergman?
Justin's, I think he's 27 now.
Oh, starting to get to...
As far as I'm concerned, anybody in their 20s is the younger generation. Because pool players tend to mature in their 30s. That's when they're usually at their best. 30s and 40s are your prime years. Shane's only 33. We've got a couple good junior players.
Billy scratched last time. Got a guard against that.
Yeah, he's going to hit him different this time.
I think just the controlled break, almost a soft, not really a soft break. But,
he's killing him. He's crushing him. He's hitting them as hard as anybody I've seen break on this table. I mean, he's hitting them pretty much full speed.
Oscar's break in the last set. He was doing that medium break.
Right. That seems to be the most effective. I think the only place I could see where you might be able to make the 1 is in that side pocket past the 4. Yeah, it looks like it'll go in there.
But do you take that on?
The problem is, how does he get on the 2-ball?
He's going for it.
Tough position here. Oh, he's playing safe. He's playing safe all the way. Well done.
Good choice.
Now, this is a big ball for Edgy to hit. He can kick off the end rail.
He's already called the 1 ball in the side pocket off the 4 ball. I mean, doesn't have to call it 4 ball, but
now,
that's what it seems like.
He kicks so good that I predict this will be close. If the 1 ball hits the 4, it's going to be close.
Okay, he hit it so well it never hit the 4. And I thought he was actually going to hit that slow and play position for the 2 ball.
It hit the pocket first. It hit the pocket first, yeah. Meanwhile, look at this lead. He's got Billy jacked up over the 9 ball. The 1 ball's cozy up against the 5. Billy's got no shot here. In fact, it's going to be a tough safety.
He's just got to barely hit the left side of this 1 ball and come back down the table. This isn't easy at all.
When you hear about pool players talking about the rolls, this is one of them. Said, the guy got the rolls on me. Because that shot could have turned out any which way.
Slow.
He ain't going to get a rail. He's not going to get a rail. This is ball in hand. John Lehman steps out there and says ball in hand.
This isn't easy either with ball in hand.
Well,
John's going to have to go back out. Johnson ain't going out there.
Yeah, he's got to be careful you don't double hit this ball when you're hit from that close. That's what he's concerned about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Edgy wants to put him behind all those balls again.
And then the cue ball goes down the table. Up.
I don't know. I think he's going to be able to see the edge of the ball. That was not his best safety. He wanted to go down behind the 10 ball and 9 ball.
The position wasn't easy at all, even with ball in hand.
This is actually a lot easier shot for Billy than the last one.
Right.
He's going behind the balls.
He's got there. See if he can
jump cue.
Out a window. No window. Jump cue comes out. This has been much different match here than the last one. Our last one with Oscar and Alex was a shootout, 10-9.
Yeah. Had a lot of play to this match so far. Many innings in each game.
Should have no problem hitting this ball.
Well, he jarred the pocket, but
may have gone in a bigger pocket. Well, he didn't leave much.
Bit fortunate again. Billy can see the edge of the 1 ball, but he's got no pocket. The 7 looks like it's got that other corner pocket blocked.
Feels like another safety.
Yeah.
Surely Billy doesn't want to take on a back cut 1-7 combination.
I don't think he's even considered that. I think he's got to shoot off that edge and try to hide the cue ball on the other side of the 9 and the 10 and put the 1 ball over by the 2 somewhere.
Right.
Maybe just below the 2. This takes a real soft touch, though. He's loading up like he wants to do something with it, though. Let's see. I think he's going to hit it soft. Yeah, sure.
Behind the 6 ball.
He wanted to use the 10 as a blocker, and he went a little too far with the cue ball. And now Edgy can see the edge of the 1.
Do you think he can make this ball, Jay? Kicking it?
No.
Just play safety.
Yeah, just like that. That's not bad.
Not bad, and he's jacked up. No, he can't see the 2. He can't see the 1 at all.
I got to remember not to say edge and edgy in the same sentence.
We also can't say take a break on his break. It starts not making any sense.
He's kicking at this ball, and I don't know if that 10's going to come into play here.
It has to.
I mean, it's
right.
It's close.
It's very close. Hit the 10 ball full in the face, so
I guess it did come into play.
It did come into play.
Look at this. 1-10 combination.
1-10 combination.
This game's over. Ball in hand.
Yeah, good news for Edgy here is that he doesn't have to navigate through all those other balls. Takes the lead, 4-2.
You know, Freddie, I'm not sure why Billy went that. You know, he could have used inside English and kicked into that ball, spun into that ball, and hit it.
I'm wondering if he's gotten a little frustrated.
He just
because the match isn't really rolling along. He needs to get his heart beat up.
Yeah, there's not much of a pace to this match so far.
Right. And I think he wanted to create some pace.
You see what he did with that cue ball? He really reversed that cue ball.
Yeah, it bent backwards just to hit the 10. I don't know if it would hit the 1 if it didn't. If it passed the 10.
Well, that's kind of what he had to do to hit the 1 ball, but he just did it too much. That was a difficult shot.
5 right in the side. Oh, didn't go.
4 went.
4 went. 5 hit every part of that pocket. Oh, cue ball into the magic rack.
You see it rolled over a little bit when it touched the magic rack.
That's right. Magic rack
enough so that he can see the one ball. Again, we're starting out with a safety. We're not seeing too many breaks where the player gets a open shot at the one ball.
I guess the table, this table here is pretty wide open if you can get a shot in the one.
Maybe put the one up behind those balls on the side rail, the 6 and 2, and bring the cue ball all the way around. Yeah, kind of like that.
Pretty slow. He's just using the 1 ball and the 9 ball.
Yeah, he's just trying to use the 9 to block.
How'd he do?
I think he did pretty good. Enough to make Billy kick at it.
I'm looking at Edgy right now, and he looks a little bit not happy. Despondent is the word I was going to go for, but.
Well, you tell me what Billy can do here. He can't make a ball. He's got to play safe. I mean, sure, it's not. Yeah, he can see. He can see almost the ball.
He can see almost all the ball, but there's nowhere to go with it.
It's not like Edgy gave up an open shot.
Right.
It seems like we're getting a safety battle every game. Every game. Mainly because nobody's got their break working.
Right.
Let's see what Edgy can create. Once again, this is the beauty of pool. Every game is different. Every situation is different. What you're looking at, you'll never see again.
We just came off a game where run out was the name, and here it's a lot of strategy, bunting, and safe. 5 ball on the side, I think he's calling.
John Lehman gets in position to see this shot. This is tight. He made a good hit.
And he made the 5 on the side.
Talk about a creative shot. Wow, I like that. Put that one on the highlight reel.
The highlight reel.
That's the beauty of pool. You really can get very creative. You know, the Filipinos, their national game is rotation. So they learn to shoot a lot of shots like that.
All kinds of caroms and combinations.
Right.
Tickies.
That's how they keep that run going. I'd love to see a rotation tournament in this country someday. Of course, it would probably be Filipinos finishing top 4.
Not only that, it's probably at 62 years old, Efren would probably still win it.
They say he's the greatest rotation player of all time.
Sure.
And I know up until a few years ago, nobody could beat him. In fact, I'm not sure anybody could beat him now. I had the opportunity to watch him practice rotation one night.
Me too.
And I saw him run racks.
Yeah.
Well, that creative little shot making the 5 ball
has won him this game.
Yeah. I didn't see that shot. It looked to me like he had to play a safety, and he came up with something.
Yeah.
Even our referee had to get up there real close just to make sure he made a good hit.
Yeah, that was the tricky part of that shot, was the good hit.
And Billy's probably wondering, too, what just happened.
All right.
He thought he made a pretty good safety.
Thought we were going to be in a safety game there, Edgy. Edgy Geronimo in the lead, 5-2.
Okay, here's where the intensity ramps up.
Is it 5-2? Is it 4?
Yeah, it's 5. Okay. They just didn't put the score up yet. There we go. There we go. We got a score.
And then we'll check out to see what the Fargo rate percentage has changed to.
We did get a result from that other winner's bracket match that was last round, Rodney Morris and John Mora. Rodney did win, so the next match will be Rodney Morris and Shane Van Boning. That's a hot seat match at 5:30.
What a great match that's going to be. Oh, Billy has lost the cue ball again. This time.
2 scratches.
2 scratches. And he's down 5-2. This is a beautiful looking rack. You know, because of the small table and the smaller space, Jay, this is all about driving that cue ball around the neighborhood, right?
I like that. Let's take our cue ball for a ride around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is, no two balls are within a foot of each other.
Right. The big difference in 10 ball versus 9 ball is that a lot of balls hang out in the center of the table as opposed to going to the edges like a 9 ball.
Right.
We used to always say, Jay, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times, that, you know, the center of the table is your friend. But in 10 ball, sometimes the center of the table isn't there. It disappeared for a bit because somebody's taken its space. In this case,
wait till we start playing 8 ball in 2 days.
Yeah.
You're going to see clusters all over the place. A lot of congestion in 8 ball.
Oh, he tickled the 9. See, driving the car around, he hit a tree.
He hit a bump in the road.
Bumped a bump into the road. But I think he's still got this.
Ooh.
That ball's not going to go.
Ooh, boy.
It didn't want to go.
That one wiggled in.
That'll drive people nuts. That'll drive an opponent nuts.
Some guys react to that more than others. Billy didn't even flinch.
He didn't even flinch.
Yeah.
I flinched for him. Don't worry, Billy. I got your back.
Well, I'll tell you what. Billy's not going to give up. He remembers winning from 8-3 yesterday.
Last night, yes.
Against Thorsten Holman, no less. Our defending champion.
Good shot there. He didn't flirt with getting on the rail, so he has pretty much anything he wants to do here. He's got a hair of an angle. He could stop it, but it looks like he's going forward.
I think that's one of the real important things playing on one of these small tables is just keep the cue ball out in the table.
All right.
There's a tendency to get that cue ball laying on the rail.
And he decided to just power draw this back.
That surprised me. Put that big stroke on that ball, but he's got a good angle here. He should be fine.
And sometimes, Jay, you just have to, if you got an opportunity to let the stroke out without penalty, do it, because you can't just go bunting the balls around all day long.
That tricky little shot last rack seemed to have inspired Edgy.
It's turned this match, like turned the gas pedal on for him, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's rolling now.
He's rolling now. And Billy scratching on the brake. Didn't do himself any favors.
Edgy to break with a big 4-game lead. I don't know if Billy can make a big comeback again like he did last night.
I have a feeling that Edgy Geronimo won't fade like Billy's opponent did last night.
Yeah, Thorsten got careless.
Yeah.
He even admitted it later. He said I played a couple shaky games.
Yeah, he played a couple shots like a man in the lead. I think Edgy's made a ball in the break every break so far. Curse.
Well, that was a good-looking break. All the balls are spread out. Most of the balls went down table. But unfortunately, it's not his turn anymore.
I got him with a curse. The jinx.
Look at this spread. Almost like the last rack. No two balls are even close together.
And look at the center of the table. It's landmines.
Right.
Around the draw it up here. Wow.
Hit that ball. Yeah, he's good.
And he's on the ball.
Good. That might have been his toughest position shot right there. Now he's in line.
He's not going over there to look at the 3 ball.
That's all I wanted to do. Just come out just a
just
foot
enough.
or so like that. You can either draw back or roll forward. I think he'll roll forward because if you draw back, you take the risk of bumping into the 9 ball, and you don't want to do that.
Oh, looks like he could be straight in, but I like this better. I think rolling forward, you're guaranteed to be on the ball, and the 5 ball sitting right there.
I think that's what he's going to do. Yep.
Yep.
Just take the cut shot.
Yeah, sometimes in this game you just got to take your lumps. These guys are professionals. Surely it's much more manageable for them just to take this shot. Well, he didn't have to do that. But
he didn't want to do that, but he's okay.
I'm very surprised he actually hit that ball. But still at the table, shooting the balls. Should be able to still get out, right? Still open. He's got a shot. Stay with it, Billy.
This is a must-win rack for him. He can't afford to go down 5 games now. Good camera angle. You can see there's lots of room for the 6 to go by the 7 into that corner pocket.
Cue ball traveling the wrong way for him. He winced a little bit, so he's got to figure out what he wants to do.
Up and down.
Good shot.
He got there.
Good shot.
He got there.
And again,
Looks like he's playing one pocket. All the balls are going in the same pocket. Slides over for the 10 ball.
Nicely done. Kind of says where his head is here. He's not giving up.
See, the whole mood of the match changed in the last couple of games.
Right. Getting to the balls, firing them in the hole. Billy needs to make sure he doesn't scratch in the break. You know, we talked about this earlier. He's been hitting them hard. And if he's not going to hit perfectly, you know, solid, cue ball is going to get going somewhere.
Well, you know the problem in 10 ball on the break is that oftentimes the ball bumps the cue ball.
Right.
That's why you see some guys breaking soft. When you break hard like that, more than likely...
Down balls are going to go fast.
Yeah. More than likely something's going to run into the cue ball.
Let's see how he breaks this time. He looks like he just wants to hit him hard every time, no matter what. Yeah.
He's hitting him harder. This could be good. Sure, he's all right here. This break worked. The 2's a little tricky, but he's got the right angle from the 1 to the 2 ball.
He's got a cut shot on the 1 ball, so
and I think the 2 will go past the 4.
Goes on the side as well, I think. Do you hold this ball up for the 2? Because you got to get out for the 3. Yeah, he's going to go for the side pocket.
3 and 4 are joined together, but they both go in the corner.
Or at least the 3 does, which is all that matters, since it'll be gone by the time he hits the 4. I think he stays for the rail side of the 3 and then goes around.
You know, Freddie, this is the first time we've seen Billy playing with any pace.
Yeah, he's going. And he is a pace player, isn't he?
Yeah, he likes to run around that table.
Yes, he does. Got to get around the 9.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Well, he can play position for either bottom corner pocket on the 5. It's just kind of a question of which way does he want to go.
Right. But he still has to take care of the 7 ball. Is blocks the natural path, I think. So they try to go. Yes, yeah, so he
2
goes
rails.
3 rails around.
Did he go too far? Yeah, he did.
Is this in the drink?
Look out!
That's.
Oh my God! Critical error.
See this good camera angle there, where that.
He went way too far.
Because the 7 ball was blocking the way.
Well,
of the natural
he
path.
was trying to get position to shoot the 5 in the other corner pocket, so he went like 2 diamonds too far.
2 diamonds too far, at least. Big time unforced error.
That might be the mistake that cost him the match right there, because he had some nice momentum going for him.
Nice momentum, and if he'd won that game, he'd be within 2. If he loses this game, now he's going to be 4 away. And I know it's alternating break, but 4 seems a whole lot worse.
Who breaks on the odd game? Or in the even game?
Well, Billy just broke, so
so
if that's the question.
It's Edgy's break next. He breaks on even games, and Billy breaks on odd games. There you go. Wow, that's a big turnaround. Yeah. Big difference between a 4-game lead and a 2-game lead.
And 1 step closer to the finish line for Edgy.
Can Billy make another miracle comeback? I don't know.
Well, we know he has it in him.
Well, he had help.
That's true.
Let's just say he had some help.
That's exactly right, Jay. Alternating break format, if you get behind, you need help. The other guy's got to give you the table back on his break.
Once again, Edgy throws those balls up there, barely touches the one ball, and he's ready to go.
I'll tell you an interesting observation. He actually did look and touch the second ball. That's the first time he touched the rack after putting the balls up. And he didn't make a ball last time.
I don't think his expression has changed the whole match, though.
And you see that?
Balls going everywhere.
Those balls going to the side pocket. And I think you'll see him look at those second balls each time now.
That's the play. Try to make those second balls in the side pocket.
You know, the first time I ever saw that was Joe Tucker's Racking Secrets.
Yeah, Joe knows the rack, that's for sure. Nice little safety there by Edgy. I saw that one coming.
Billy's called the side pocket with the one ball. It's the kick bank. Or the kick.
Well, the good thing is, look what he did with the cue ball. He kept the cue ball on the end rail. Edgy's got a pretty good shot here if he can make it.
Yeah, if he just puts all the effort into making it, it looks like he'll get a reward. The 5 looks nice to hold the cue ball.
Yeah.
And
Did he overcut it?
Missed it. Nice. We had a nice angle there, right down the pipe.
They're not all hangers on a 7-foot table.
With 4.5-inch pockets. These are, I think they're a little tighter than 4.5.
A little bit.
Where are you going, Billy?
Wow, what did he do there? He got in trouble right away. Billy is...
that was loose.
The wheels have fallen off for him. I think that last scratch really affected his psyche. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. He's upset at himself. That was a very careless shot right there.
He's going to hit this 100 miles an hour, I think. 10 ball.
No, it's not getting in play.
Didn't get there.
Looks like one more rack for Edgy.
Billy's a little upset with himself there. Got to get it back in line here, Billy.
That was a delicate little position shot, and he didn't get there. See where he just tapped the table?
Yeah.
That's where he wanted to be. He wanted to be about 4 or 5. Yeah, right there. That's where he wanted to be. He's going to try and cut it anyway. Got to really wing this cue ball if you do this, though. Wow. Look at that.
If he bumps into this 6 ball, perfect. Because you had to clear the 6 ball. It didn't go into 2 pockets. Now it goes to every pocket.
He cut that ball in like Lee Van Cortez. I don't know if you've seen Lee Van play. Lee Van cuts balls better than anybody I've ever seen.
Well, he's going to have an 8-3 lead here in a second.
I kind of miss Lee Van. He hadn't been over here in a while.
Hasn't he?
He'll be back when he needs some money. Great player. One of the top Philippine players. He's got a young family, though, so he's staying close to home right now.
It's 8-3. Billy's breaking. I'm surprised he doesn't go take a break.
He's too frustrated right now.
He wants to hit him hard. He just wants to get to this ball and take the punishment out on them.
Well, remember last night he came back from the identical score.
This is the score here, 8-3.
I got a funny feeling it might not work out the same tonight, though.
I'll say the same thing I said last night. You know, on his break here, he has to have a break that it's an easy out. Because if it's a tough out, it doesn't help you as much as if it's an easy out when you're coming from behind. Yeah, he just wants to hit him hard.
2 ball went. He can see the edge of the 1, whether he can see enough to make it or not. You get the feeling he wants to shoot. He's kind of disdains the safety if he can avoid it.
Let's see if he calls something.
He's looking to see if he can see enough of it to make it. And I don't think he can. You know, you can push out, Billy. You're allowed to do that. I think he's got to push out here. And I think that's
Jay?
what he's thinking about, Freddie. I think he's thinking, trying to decide, where do I push out to?
He's called something.
Why is he shooting this ball?
Because, kind of what we were saying before. I mean, he's just looking for something to shoot at this point.
Why did he shoot that ball? I'm sorry. I'm baffled there as a commentator. There was no shot there.
No, and he was he's feeling it, right? It looked like, kind of like what you said before. He's looking for something to shoot. I thought he'd call something, he did.
You know, Freddie, that was a little bit of a give-up shot.
It absolutely
maybe he called
like.
the 3 ball. Maybe he thought the 1 was going to hit the 3. I don't know.
Maybe there was
or the 8.
frozen combo, a frozen carom there, some.
But there didn't look like anything that was on. I think Edgy's just going to clean up these last 2 racks and get out of there. Billy was one of the last entries in this tournament. He said he wasn't even going to play. The last minute he decided to get in. And I think he's glad to make a few bucks. Cost him $300 to play, and he's got $600 coming back. So it's not a total loss.
Still got the 8 ball. And you know what? This match isn't over yet.
Well, I said that last night. Now I'm the one that's got the defeatist attitude.
Billy's going to need some help.
That was nicely done.
That was nicely done.
Except he's in a bad spot here because the cue ball's very close to the rail, and he's straight in on the 6.
It looks like he just needs to get past the 10.
Yeah.
He's not going to jack up, right? Well, just when I said he's not going to.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to shoot that 7 down there past the 8 ball.
No. It goes, but I'm thinking maybe he punches it back with 7 in the side pocket. Yeah,
wow.
He
well done. Well done.
Off the 10 ball. That's a great shot. I guess Edgy didn't want to help Billy out.
You stick your cue straight up in the air like that, the shot gets immensely more difficult.
Per degree.
Yeah. Boy, he drew that one all the way up there.
And he barely hit it, too. That's how fast this table can be. Slow off the cushions, fast cloth.
To get on the hill.
9-3. Edgy is breaking. Fargo rate will jump up to that 99.5.
Billy kind of went into give-up mode the last couple games. He played a couple really careless shots.
Very loose.
Yeah. I think he's ready to take his $600 and put it in action somewhere.
All right, here we go. I was about to say this is going to be his last break, but since this is an alternating break, that's not true. 99% to win from here. Rightfully so. He's on the hill.
99%. Wow. If it was poker, you'd say, oh, look what happened. Look what happened.
Well, Edgy made a ball on the break again that time.
Yeah.
Cue ball gets...
Look at this layout. I don't think Billy could mess this up. With ball in hand? This rack should take no more than, let's see.
47 seconds.
A minute. I was going to say a minute. And he is breaking next.
Right. Better hurry up. He's at 22 seconds.
You see a clock?
I've got it in my head.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 40 seconds, Jay.
What? No.
Oh, he's gonna drop the chalk. There goes under the minute.
You know what happens if you drop the chalk and it hits the cue ball?
Oh yeah, it would have been
That's a foul.
He was right around that minute, maybe a few more seconds on the
That's
minute.
all
So I
right.
think you were right. If he hadn't dropped the chalk, I didn't have a shot at it either. But Billy runs right through that. Now, even though Edgy scratched, look how good that break was. He really didn't hit him hard. I'm very surprised at this stage, this far into it,
He made 3 balls on the break.
how hard Billy is breaking the balls. Now, of course, probably not going to change at this point.
9-4 and breaking.
9-4 and breaking. His percentages should go up at this point. Back to 3% or so. But he's got a chance. Again, he really needs the easy out. That 2 ball is spinning wildly in the
It's
pocket.
going in.
Now
It's
going in because
it
got touched.
nudged. It just got nudged by the 8 ball.
It didn't want to go in.
No, it was going to stay up.
And you know, when it's spinning like that, it's almost like it was laughing.
You can't make me go. You can't make me go. He's got a shot at the 1 here.
Yep. A little bit jacked up on the 10.
Got
Full
a
length.
little opening here.
And he's on the 3. 4 ball goes in the side. I don't see Billy walking over there to check out the angles.
Yeah, he really didn't take much of a look at this.
He's there.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Got the good angle. I think he can slide up there for this ball, 6 ball.
Well, if Billy gets out here, which I suspect and expect that he will, he'll need some more help from Edgy. He already got the 1 scratch.
Well, what he's done is he's put a little pressure on Edgy
Sure.
to break and run out.
Right.
Just by winning these 2 games.
And quickly winning. Edgy's squirming in the seat. He doesn't want to look. One more bead flicking onto his side. 9-5.
Edgy to break.
Last time he didn't hit him bad. Just got knocked in.
I don't think Edgy's really concerned yet, but
He didn't look like he was sitting properly in the seat. I think he was squirming.
yeah.
Like, please. Magic rack. Yeah, there you go. I like the way he racked that time. Didn't even look. He touched them, but he didn't look.
Yeah, he just kind of like gently caressed the balls. Like,
That's how he caressed them.
yeah.
Open-handed break. Same as he has been, right? He hit that one a little bit harder. Just a little bit harder.
He made a ball. I don't know about shooting this 1 on the side. This looks really tight. At least on the yeah, he's looking
tight.
all the way down.
All the way down. It goes.
Wow.
It's tight going down here as well, but it goes if you're going to hit it with that speed.
That's a Lee Van Cortese cut shot. Let me tell you. He wants to get this match over with, and he knows this is a key ball right here. He's taking a long, hard look. It will go.
Well,
He's calling it.
Take a look at this score, Jay. It's 9-5. Let's just play it all out. That if he somehow misses and gives Billy the game back, and as fast as Billy's been running out.
Wow.
And
How good did he hit that
gorgeous
ball?
shot.
How good did he hit that ball? I'll tell you what.
That was the only way he could make it because it actually didn't pass the 6. He had to come off that cushion, and he just caught it. Perfect.
Well, I think the cue ball is going to bump the 5 here, but the 3 is right out in the open there, so he can get almost anywhere and have a shot at the 3 because the 3 will go in the corner or the side. Well, I don't know that he planned to go that way, but it worked out okay.
He would have rather that 5 ball drop. Look how deep that 5 ball is, and you got to get back here for the 6. But the 6 is
He's okay.
In line here, but
He's
it's
okay.
deep in there.
He looks good right now. Boy, that 5 is. That 5 looks like it's more than halfway in the pocket.
It does.
It's buried. You know, it's hard to go rail first. You know,
That's
with a
what I
ball that
say.
deep in the pocket, you could go rail first and
And
miss
miss.
the ball. You know, I've seen it. In fact, I think I've done it. This is not a really good angle he's got. You don't want to be straight in on this ball. Like
You almost
this.
have to hit this full in the face and draw it back maybe a foot or 2 feet.
That one took a little control.
Just hit it full and take what you it's left. And
He did
he's
about
fine.
the best he could with that.
He's fine.
There you go.
And
There you go. I think we got a winner.
That's right. Billy would
Edgy
probably
Geronimo.
concede here, and he does.
Lives to play another day.
Nice 10-5 Edgy Geronimo over Billy Thorpe. Billy had a great tournament, Jay.
All right, we're going to take a break. Thank you so much, Freddie. We'll be back at 5:30 for the hot seat match.
All right.
Shane Van Boning and Rodney Morris.
Thanks, everybody.